Thank you, Madam Chairman. And thank you, Ms. Richards, for being here today. How much total revenue collected or reimbursed for Planned Parenthood and its affiliates comes from abortion services?
I believe we've provided all of our financial information. I don't have that number.
Do you have a ballpark?
No, I don't. But again, we've provided, I know there was some back and forth about this, but I just verified it on the break. We've provided all of the 990s, not only for the national organization, but our 59 affiliates, and I believe their audited financial statements.
I guess if we were to extrapolate from the Planned Parenthood website of the cost of an abortion, the average cost, or of an abortion pill, it would be at $1,500 for the service of abortion or $800 for the pill. If you multiply that times 327,000, that would come somewhere between 40% or 22% of a figure. Regardless, it's $491 million down to $261 million, just from the ballpark figures we see on Planned Parenthood's website.
And I have to, I'm sorry to interrupt, but actually that's not accurate, but in any case.
Well, then would you be willing to provide us what the accurate figure is, and when could you provide that to us?
Well, what was inaccurate is, I think, what you reported in terms of what the cost of an abortion. Obviously, it varies state to state, so I can't say, but I think your number was high.
Well, we would await the accurate figures, and when would you provide those to us?
I've said to the chair, and we have been abundantly cooperative to this committee. We've provided thousands and thousands of pages of documents, and I'm happy to work with the committee and the staff and with my team to provide other information that you need.
And I appreciate that. We'll continue on. Absent federal funding, what effects specifically would it have on the organization's ability to provide abortion services?
I'm sorry. Could you restate your question? I just didn't think I understood it.
Absent federal funding, what specifically would it have on the organization's ability to provide abortion services?
Well, okay, I hope I'm answering your question correctly. No money, no federal dollars go to Planned Parenthood or other hospitals or other healthcare providers
so it would have no impact,
services.
Is that your answer?
No impact on what? I guess
that's on abortion services.
If we were not reimbursed for family planning, for preventive care.
No, I'm asking specifically, absent federal funding, what specific impact would it have on abortion services?
I can't think of a specific impact. I'm just trying to make sure I really am trying to be responsive
to
understand your question.
And I can see that. Thank you. Can federal funds be used for abortion equipment?
Federal funds are only, in my understanding, and if there's something that there may be something I'm unaware of, but federal funds can only be used for abortion services in very specific instances, which we talked about earlier, which is if a woman has been raped, if she's the victim of incest, or if it's the life of the mother. I'm curious
on the equipment, on the salaries, cleaning services, rent and maintenance of facilities. What about that?
So let me just, on the abortion services and on federal funding for abortion services, this is actually done through the states. That's where Medicaid funds come through, and I mean, certainly we could look at any specifics on that, but
we would like that if
oversight
by,
it's the federal government, though, that actually is making those decisions.
Well, thank you. And
it's not, I mean, it's not Planned Parenthood.
Mr. Chairman, we've heard testimony today that 2.7 million receive services in the last reported year. That number is actually over 3 million when you add the 327,000 aborted children to that figure. For the record, 2.7 million receive services and 327,000 receive a legal termination with no right to choose life. 3 of my 5 children are adopted. It is my firm belief, and the financial evidence substantiates, that Planned Parenthood clearly does not need taxpayer funding to survive. We can carve up a child and call it a choice. We can destroy human life and call it health care. We can make the killing of children legal and pretend it is beneficial. We can cover acts of barbarity with the veneer of civility, but we cannot escape our accountability before the Creator of life. And with that, Madam Chairman, I yield back my time.
Gentlemen.